practice is always to keep our beginner's mind. For a while, you will keep your beginner's mind. But if you continue to practice 1, 2, 3 years or more, although you may improve some, you're liable to lose the limitless meaning of original mind. In the beginner's mind, there is no thought, I have attained something. All self-centered thoughts limit our vast mind. When we have no thought of achievement, no thought of self, we are true beginners.
Well, good afternoon everyone. I am hoping that you guys can hear me. Had a brief audio change today because, like a daft person, I left my headphones at home. So we are trying some new ones, and hopefully the microphone is not coming out of the headset. Fingers crossed. Let me know if you can hear me. If you can't, then this is going to be one weird stream. Catrick says it sounds good. That is good enough for me. Right. Let's change the scene and think about what we're going to do today. And we'll turn pretzel down. There we go. Hey, Nogden! Welcome to the stream. How are you this afternoon? Well, I trust. Enjoying this Tuesday afternoon. Hey, Nepio's back from his lunch. He's hanging out in the stream, which is good because he has been helping me immensely today. So we are back with more development of our RPG Pokemon style game, which if you read the blog post that came out on Friday, you'll know that we will probably stop calling this Definitely Not Pokemon fairly soon. You know, just to avoid any potential complications when, you know, this channel inevitably gets really popular and everyone goes, hey, have you heard about that game Definitely Not Pokemon? And Nintendo go, hey, you can't use that. So yes, I will probably, once I've got a few more bits built in, I'll maybe tidy things up a bit and start naming things as they properly will be in the game. But check out the blog post for more details about lore. This game will eventually be called Divimals because I'm terrible at naming stuff. But there you go. Long story short, it's short for Divine Animals. I'm crap at naming things. But hey, whatever. It's not Pokemon, so I can't get in trouble. Woohoo! Hey, oh baby, welcome to the stream. I do like the idea of Squidgymons, but it doesn't quite fit with the whole story I've got going on in my head. Be cool, but you know, I've got to keep the theme going. But yeah, there's tons of details and stuff in the blog post because I had nothing else to write about. So in my infinite wisdom, I decided that the next logical thing to build in this game was some NPCs. Now in my brain, that was a relatively simple thing to do. Oh, how wrong I was. Ultra Narwhal 777, thank you very much for the follow. Hope you're well this afternoon, morning, whatever. Currently, you can't do anything with the points. It is purely for bragging rights. But I'm sure at some point I can figure out something to do with the points. Logic, I don't know. I don't have much logic, but here I am, trying to build a game. Yes, so I spent a lot of time yesterday trying to figure out an NPC system and failing miserably. I then enlisted the help of Nepio, who's helped me with at least one kind of movement, which I will go through shortly. But this might take a little longer than I anticipated. But hopefully, by the time we're done with it all, we'll have some good NPC movement of different kinds that I can then put into a little project, give to you guys, and we'll have a tutorial to go with it. That's the aim anyway. So, shall we have a look at the wonderful thing that Nepio/Ian brainstormed for me, which is kind of it's a system for set path movement. So you're telling the AI where to move to. It's got no randomness as such. There's a random timer in it, but that's about it. So we have two little AIs who are moving independently of each other. Every time they hit one of these browny, terracotta-y markers, they wait for a random period of time and then change direction. So in a game, for example, these people could be just wandering around town and they always go on a set path. We always know where they're going to be. It's a form of movement that should hopefully be quite handy. So let's say if we look at the residential map I have, we could have someone wandering around the fountain in the middle. That would be an example of a set path. Your programmer art is stunning, Nepio. I mean, I'm blown away. So yes, we are here with we'll stick with the residential map for now. We don't need to look at the others for now. We'll just build out some NPCs in this one. What I've done in here is I've got these lovely squares dictate what kind of NPC will be attached to them and how they move. Whether this is actually going to work or not long term, I don't know. Let's find out, shall we? Rhythmy Game, good afternoon. Welcome to the stream. I hope you're well on this fine Tuesday. The only NPCs that don't have bases are these static ones. So these are your typical, I'm just going to stand here looking in this one direction and maybe I'll say something if you talk to me, but only if I'm looking at you or whatever. So those, the way I have my animation set up, I've got those as a separate object, but the animation is dictated by two instance variables, movement direction and NPC type. So in this screen, they're both little dudes facing downwards, but if we open a little thing, oh, we can run now. Yay for running. I can't remember if that was a thing in our last stream. Yeah, we got a little guy up here. He's facing downwards. I'm sure at some point there might be a bench there, so he's going to, sit there and enjoy the flowers. But down here, we have a lady, and she's facing left. I know my left and right. Yeah. So that's the easy enough way to do statics. They'll just be their own little sprites, and then we'll have different kinds of NPCs doing different things. That is the long-term goal anyway. Yeah, the stationary ones are easy, and then I just need to put in a system that says, if they're looking at the player and the player is facing them and stuff, and you press a button, they talk to you. I kind of wanted to get all the NPC stuff in before I started doing things like dialogue. I don't know if this is the right order, but hey, it works in my head. Yes, Kiatrick, these are the NPCs who will stand here staring into the abyss forever. And I'm good, Rhythmy Game. I'm glad you're good on this Tuesday. Right, now. So back to Nepio's little project that we're going to amalgamate into the big one. So the way this works is when we start the layout, currently in my one, everything's kind of laid out as it is. But for these ones, we need to make sure that we've got masks pinned or sprites pinned to the right bases. So we'll spawn our they're called masks in this. It's the sprites in my project, the little animaty bits, the little person rather than a square. We'll spawn those on the start of the layout. That way when we pin to the base, the UIDs should always match and they'll be paired and it'll be lovely. Then for each instance of the AI, we set the animations based on whether the tile movement is moving. So each NPC, like our player, has the tile movement behavior attached because it makes moving on a grid really easy. Then if our AI hits one of our markers, little orangey browny squares rather than the actual, I think they're grey but they're over a brown square, so yeah, when for each of those AIs, if they are not moving and they are overlapping one of those markers and the ID of that marker matches the target that we've set for the AI, so the AI, say we have 4 squares here in a square. This AI is being told it needs to go that way, so its target is the ID of this one. Then when it hits this one, it's going to set a new target of this one down here. So we have self and we have target. All the instance variables get a little complicated, and I just know it works. I've seen it work. We spent a while on this. I'm probably explaining it really poorly, but there you go. This is my beginner rubbishy understanding of how Construct works, and I've had like 20 minutes to familiarise myself with this project. So when the overlap and stuff is happening, we call a function, which is where we can also trigger or set our delays. So if we just pull that up again, you'll see that hopefully each AI waits for a random amount of time before moving on. And that is set in our function with a little random expression there. We were having trouble putting waits into actual events, and I at one point had lots of lovely AI set up. It was choosing random paths and everything, but the animations were all happening at the same time. So no matter which instance hit something, the animations would trigger, and it was highly irritating. We think it was down to the waits. We're not sure. It was all a bit weird. So yeah, our function, we set the AI's new target to AI marker ID, which is this number here, which in the parameter, we set that as the target ID for the AI marker that we're overlapping. So the AI gets a new target, waits for the random amount of time, and then we tell the AI to move to the grid position of the new marker, which is done basically by taking the x coordinate and the y coordinate, dividing it by 32. In my case, it will be by 16 because I'm working on a 16 by 16 grid as opposed to a 32 by 32. So it all works in the tiny project. We have to now hope that it works in the big project. Fingers crossed anyway. So we need to do a little bit of tweaking. I have plenty of little notes scribbled down here. So this is our set path NPCs. Yeah, there you go. That is a much easier way of describing it. Thank you, Nepio. When we've reached our target marker and stopped moving, then it's like, hey, move to this other marker. That's a much more eloquent way of explaining it. Thank you. I mean, you did build the project, so. So let's see if we can make this little box here go around the fountain. That's my plan. But we also need, because I don't have any in here, need a new sprite, which is going to be our marker. I'll do these in red. But we will set the image point, as with everything else, to the top left so it lines up properly. Whee! Now, do I want them on this layer? Or shall I put them on the NPC movement layer and actually use that layer that I put there? Yes! New layers! Yep. Always check your layers, kids. What if someone gets in the way for a prolonged period? Well, the NPC, or the player character, certainly has the solid behaviour. So when the NPC encounters a solid, then in theory it should just stop and then carry on moving, because the direction, the instance variable which dictates the direction hasn't changed. There's just a solid in the way that it can't get through. So it should be fine. I guess we'll find out later when we've put this all in and our player actually makes no difference to them. So we'll set the opacity to 50 so we can still kind of see what we're doing. Need to rename that to NPC mover. Pop that in that folder. Oh yeah, I know. Sorry, oh baby. I should probably resync it, but I only use this computer a couple of times a week, so it doesn't bother me that much. Okay, so we need 4 of those to go around. I'm going to hide my objects layer so I can see my movers. So these movers need some instance variables. We want direction. I need capitals. I like capitals. String. Tell I'm not a programmer. Direction. Target ID. which I think is a number, should be a number, and self ID. Okay, so we have 2 numbers and our string. So I believe if we look at the smaller project, every instance of these markers has a unique self ID. Yeah, and a unique an equivalent target ID. Bonjour, Skyman. Welcome to the stream. How are you today? We are messing around with AI, which proved a lot more tricky than I realised. Oh, okay, we can delete the direction variable. Cool, alright. I'm all for less complicated stuff. Right. So, we'll start with this one because this is where our NPC is going to start. So the self ID will set to 0, the target ID will set to 1. We want him to move clockwise. Yes, that is how a clock works. Around the fountain. So this one will be 1. The target ID will be 2. Then we come to this bottom corner. The self ID is 2. Target ID is 3. This one, self ID is 3. But we're going back to the first one, which has the target, which has the ID of 0. So my variables should be fine. Now we need, so we have set path, that already has the tile movement, which is fine. We need to add the pin behavior to my sprite. Previously we weren't using the pin behavior. If we look at the events for our player, we are setting the position manually and not using the pin behavior at all. I did have it set with the pin behavior originally, but I had some weird animation things happening, so I did it this way and it seems to work fine. So hopefully this will be fine for the NPCs, but we need it for UIDs and whatnot. Right. I am going to clear out all of this because I don't need it anymore. Nope, I need that one. I need my statics. Oh, I think I need that one. I'll just leave it there. Screw it. If I don't need it later, then I'll delete it. Saves me realising that I actually do need it and then having to put it all back in later. Right, what am I doing? So our AI, that's that one, needs some more. I need to get rid of some of these instance variables because they are super complicated. Oh, they're all in the family, aren't they? Ugh. Edit. We don't need these. Oh, that's annoying. I have to do it one at a time. Can't seem to highlight multiple. Sad times. Right. So we just need mask ID and AI target ID. I'm going to leave those family ones for now because we will have other bits and pieces to add later and I may need them. So we'll just add these new ones to our set path. AI. So we need mask ID. Actually, we'll call it sprite ID because I haven't called them masks. Sprite ID. And AI target. Does help if you can spell ID. Okay. So that should be all of the bits I need to add. I'll pull that up there just for completeness. And we'll add a comment so I know what it's for. No. Events to set static NPC animations. Okay, lovely. Right. So this is going to go into the set path section. Oh, that was really bright. You can tell when a project's been made in a different theme because the background colour is suddenly not grey. Now, we want to spawn the mask. That's going to have to spawn on the objects layer. Otherwise it will be underneath those movers. Oh, we want to set those to invisible anyway, but still. So at this point it'd be lovely if I had two screens. Okay. So on startup layout, where are ya? And we have a for each in there, I believe. Put that there. The other way, yep, for each NPC set path base. Set path base. Cool. We want to create a new thingy. Create object. We want to create our NPC sprite. On the objects layer, I guess at the origin, and we figure that out later. What do we put in here? Oh, that's different. Spawn is not. Oh, right, yeah. We're not creating it with the system, are we? Duh! NPC set path base. Spawn another object. NPC sprite, image point 0. Lovely. How are we? Let's have a quick look on here a minute and switch up the tunes. There we go. The music's not too loud, is it, by the way, guys? I say my levels are all off today. Right. So spawn the sprite, and then we pin the sprite to the AI. Oh, what's my... I need to actually read this properly and not just like glance at it. Sprite, pin to the base. Yep. And then we need to set the mask ID, or the sprite ID in this case, of the base. Set value. Sprite ID to NPC sprite dot UID. It's alright, I think. Oh, it's a bit loud in my ears. Turn that down a little bit. There we go. Yeah, to the mask UID. So that should now spawn our sprite there. Let's just see if it does. Go down here. There we go, we have a sprite. Look at him. Hi. Cool, so the spawning works. That is a good start. Now, we need to sort the animations out. So we need another system event for each set path base. Done. And we make sure the instance is picked with the right UID. So the base is sprite ID. Add another condition. Pick. Oh. I can never remember where picking stuff is. I'm getting the right pick. Ultra Narwhal, are you the person who's working on the game with, I want to say, manta rays? Is that you, or am I thinking of someone completely different? What are we doing? Pick instance with UID. Yeah, it is you! Cool! How is that coming along, by the way? Oh, it's the mask that way. Pick by UID, and the unique ID has to equal the base dot sprite ID. Pull that over a bit. There we go. So then we have all our sub events for the movement. Sub event, set path base is moving in direction to the right. NPC sprite, set animation. Oh god, I have to remember what I named all my stupid animations to. Okay. NPC sprite dot NPC type. Oh no, wait, I need the ampersand in there, and walk, and I shouldn't need that, so underscore right. That should be enough. So it just sets the right type of NPC at the beginning. Hopefully. Copy. Paste, paste, paste. He's moving left. Left. Moving down. And moving up. Just adding sounds and polishing it. Nice! Well, I wish you the best of luck finishing that off. Looks like a fun game. Right, so that should set our animations properly. Okay, now the fun bit. We need our function. We need. I could be weird and stick my function over here, but we'll put it on here for now just to keep everything in the right place. Right, so for each AI, tile movement is not moving, is overlapping a marker / mover. So add a new event, system, for each, set path base, done. Add another condition, NPC set path base is not moving, well, is moving, we need to invert that. Alright, Metal, don't work too hard, my friend, enjoy the rest of your afternoon. Thank you for dropping by, much appreciated. Is overlapping a marker. Overlapping a mover. There we go. Done. And what's the final bit? The marker's self ID is the same as the target ID. Cool. Mover. Compare instance variable. Self ID is equal to NPC set path base dot target ID. Oh. AI target ID, there it is. That should be fine. Alright, no worries, Ultra Narwhal. Thank you very much for dropping into the stream. It's much appreciated. All these videos do go up onto YouTube. Usually the Monday after the stream has aired. They're also available on Twitch for like 2 weeks afterwards. So there is that too. Okay, that should be fine. Oh no, wait. AI.target ID, have I? I don't know if that's right, but it will do. Might need to change the name of that variable, but fine. Add action. Oh, I should probably write the function first, shouldn't I? Add a function. This is called, what are we calling it? Move NPC. For now, I'll probably rename it. Move to marker, that's the one. Rename. Edit. Move to marker. That'll do. Okay. We need some parameters. We have wait time. We have AI UID. Oh, get back on the right page. AI UID and AI marker ID. Right, we have our numbers. So the self ID has to equal the AI marker ID. Add another condition. Oh god, what even was that? Marker. Add condition. NPC self ID has to equal I don't think that's right. AI underscore marker underscore ID. So yeah, equals that number. That's not right. There we go. AI marker ID. Lovely. Pop that in there. And we need to pick the instance with the correct UID. Add another condition. NPC base. Pick by unique ID, and the ID, I can't remember what it's supposed to equal. I assume mask. Jeepers. AI UID. Oh my goodness, I can't retain information apparently. It's just, it's too much. It's too much for me. Pick by UID. AI UID. There we go. Mario, hey there. Welcome to the stream. How are you on this fine Tuesday? Excuse me a moment while I take a little water break. Gotta stay hydrated. There we go. Okay, so those are all our conditions for the function. So we want to set the target ID for our base. Set value of... Nope, that's the wrong base. Set path, that one. Set value of target ID to, I believe, AI marker ID. I believe that's right. Yep. Then we need to put our weight in. Nope, that's a system. System. Weight. Wait time seconds. And then we need to set the set position, set grid position to, oh, this is going to be complicated, isn't it? It's divided by 16, I know that much. AI marker.x and AI marker.y, so NPC mover in my case. Set path base, set grid position to NPC mover.x, NPC mover.y, bracket, oh, where's my dividing button? Don't even remember the last time I needed. Can we do slants in this? Does slants work? Oh, Mario, you sweetie. You can watch these back later, you know. You don't have to get up early just for us. I mean, I appreciate the fact that you do, but you don't have to. Probably don't need these brackets, but hey. I have never been one to say there is such a thing as too many brackets. Okay, no idea. I'm hoping that's going to work. So that should be our function. Should. So we can now call the function. Call the move to marker function. The wait time we're going to set as random. Any random number between 0.1 of a second and 2.5 seconds. And I can't remember what the parameters I need for these are. AI.uid. So that is NPC base.uid. And our marker ID is is the mover target ID. That's fine. NPC mover dot target ID. Okay, so I think that's it. I think it's in. It looks like it does in the other project. I think all my instance variables now line up. Fingers crossed, when I press preview, we will have a little NPC walking around the fountain with his little animations going and everything. I will make sure to put the objects layer back on. Ooh, no, that's a good point. Ooh. Let's just see. Okay, we'll see if this works first. That is true. I won't read your comments live if you are not live. That is a fair point. Woo! He moved. Okay, that's a start. He is moving. But, of course, it's not going to set the animation because we've not got an instance variable set. Because the way I have these set up... that's why people give you funny looks, Epio. Because you walk around like this guy. So yeah, we have... so yeah, the way I have my sprite set up, as you can see, is you have two separate characters in the one sprite. So the idea is the NPC sprite object has an instance variable which defines which blah 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 which character the sprite is. So because we are literally just spawning a new NPC sprite, we are not setting the instance variable. It has no value in the NPC type, so the animation can't be set. Boo. Okay, so we need to think about a way to populate the oh god, words. Instance variable. I guess you could... Oh, I may just have a random... I may just have a new object for that. We could have a random... We could have a set path NPC. And then... we can deal with the animations later. Oh, God. Because if we... I just clone that a moment. Let's rename that as... So we have static NPC. We can have set path NPC. Oh, my naming conventions are all over the place. I'm sorry. This upsets me. Set path NPC. So let's go in here. Replace the NPC sprite object with the set path NPC. Replace that. Replace all of those. Oh. Really? Rude. Just change it to that. Probably should have saved it before I did all this, but never mind. Okay. That's all fine. So this now means that if we go into our set path NPC, let's just take those out for the minute. Although actually, no, we can leave them in there, it's fine. And we just set the... We just have to pick one. Which I feel like I could probably do with a function at some point. We'll have it as a dude. Copy. Paste. That needs to be left. Paste. Down. And... paste. That one needs to be up, I believe. Okay, so we are now picking an animation straight from the beginning. Okay. Well, that's interesting. Oh, wait. I think I need another one of those. Okay, let's switch that back to NPC sprite. I'll figure this all out later. Place object. Oh, I never changed that one. Oh. Okay, hang on, let's just undo those two. And replace that object. Nope. Okay, that didn't do anything. Cool. John S. Reed, welcome to the stream. How are you this afternoon, my good man? Hope you are well. I'm having fun with animations. I should also probably slow him right down because that's like mega fast right now. We don't want him running around the that's the mover. I need to be on the objects level, don't I? I need to unlock that so I can actually select my face. Let's set the speed to, I don't know, 25. That seems like a reasonable ambling round a fountain speed. Let's just see how quickly that is. Yeah, maybe a bit faster. Let's go 50. Okay. Right, let me go back to my event sheet. And we'll change these out again for NPC sprites. I don't know if it's actually going to make a difference, but hey, we can try. Replace object. Replace. It's annoying, I can't seem to highlight them all. This is tedious. We are replacing you with that one. Replace with the NPC sprite. Yeah, when I actually have a nice proper... This is still like the tester project for all of this. When I have the proper project, everything will be named beautifully, because this is driving me mad. That I'm naming things in whatever the heck way I feel like, and I don't like it. And that... I think it's this that's causing the problem. It's my tile movement not moving. Let me... where's my disable? Disable that. Play. Nope. Okay. Oh wait! Look! He's moving! Why? Why does the top one not work? I've obviously got something wrong here. Okay. Right, left, those all match up. I need to look at my instance variables, I think. Right. Self ID 1, target is 2. Lock that. Self ID is 0, target is 1. So it should be moving to there. That's fine. This is weird. Set animation to young man. Walk right. That should be fine. Where are we? NPC sprite. Oh, I'm missing an underscore. Haha, that'll be it. Thank you, Nepio. Play. Yay! So actually, let me re-enable that, because hopefully it also means he now won't be stuck with his leg out. Nope. Huh. Okay, that's kind of weird, but fine. Because it's definitely moving, but okay. There we go. So the last thing to do, I think, is on here. You set the I think we need to change. I think we need to put an animation thing in there. Maybe. Right. Let's add another action. NPC sprite. Set frame to 0. Does that work? It does. I just need to add another action. NPC sprite. Set speed to 0. Oh, hopefully this doesn't mess everything else up. Alright, he's walking. He's stopped. Walking again. Oh, I think I've done it. Look at him go. He's just enjoying a little trip around the fountain. Yay! Oh, I love it. Okay, so now we know that works. I wonder, what time is it? 20 past 2. Oh, I've got ages yet. Right, I'm going to save this because I'm happy and it works. Saving is fun, kids. Right. I reckon where we've got this on start of layout thing. Oh, could we? I wonder if you could put that in a function, add the parameter, which would then, you could then add a thing to say set the, oh no, but then even, yeah, I still need a way to set the animations. Yeah, the current thought path is put that in a function, run the function with the parameter, but you wouldn't be able to set different parameters per thing. So every time you run the function, it will pull the same NPC animation. So the NPC going on this set path would always be a specific animation, which I don't want. I don't want all random guys in green shirts walking in squares for the rest of their lives or on set paths. I'd quite like, you know, whatever you are, a lady in a red shirt. What? Are you a lady in a red shirt? Maybe. I mean, I will point out that at some point I will replace these animations with my own ones, but for the time being I'm using Kenny's because his are brilliant and under Creative Commons licenses. Oh, I'm so happy he moves. Let's just go into here, NPC mover, turn that off from initially visible, and hopefully, there we go, he's now just doing his own little walk around, little wander. And I'm sure at some point, if we stop, he stops. Oh, okay. We found a problem and the man who suggested the problem isn't even here. I did break him. Oh no! So seemingly our poor little guy is affected by solid objects. Oh no! But that seems a bit weird because we're just telling it to move. Oh, unless I assume as soon as that set grid position hits a solid, it stops that action happening and it goes as far as it can until the solid comes in. Oh, that's a pain. Arrgh, this was going so well. We had him walking around, just don't walk into him. I can walk behind him, that's fine. Because yeah, that'll cause problems if we actually wanted to... Oh! Oh, I just sent him back the other way. Oh, that was weird. Okay. And this is the fun we have when you build something in a small project and try and put it into a big one. It doesn't always work. I can probably push him. Let's try. Can we push the dude around? Let's go this side. Can we pick him up this side? Come on, come over here. I'm gonna push you back to where you came from. Come on. Kinda. Interesting, his animation kept playing for a little bit. But that's it, he's now stuck. Yeah, I can't do anything there. Okay. Bum. That side. It was all looking so good. Yeah, so we need to figure out a way to do this, because if you can't not walk in front of NPCs. Obviously you're going to want to talk to them at various instances, so that needs to be addressed. Oh, excuse me. Yawning. Time for another drink. Ugh. At this rate, I feel like I'm going to end up doing something with pathfinding. So I suppose we could do. You just have to add more things. Oh, I don't want to have too many solid things because then the player will be affected by them. It'll be fine for things like the fountain, which ultimately I don't want somebody... You won't be able to, like, swim in the fountain. Maybe. So that would be fine to do a pathfinding thing round. But, I don't know, let's just say... I wanted them to walk around. We could be Jesus. I mean, to be fair, that's fairly easy. I just turn off the solid behaviour. Or, no, there's a solid underneath that, isn't there? I've stuck a solid down there. Whee! Pull that up. Do I have a solid water? I do! There we go. So I could just... Or at least I thought I did. Oh, it's locked, isn't it? Let's just disable the solid behaviour on the water, and then suddenly... we are Jesus! Except we're under the water because I stuck this on the top. Ha! Jesus, yay. Anyway. No, we need the water to be solid. Sorry, John. I don't mean to spoil your fun. And those need to go back at the bottom. Because we don't want to see the solids. Then you can't see all of my beautiful things. That's a good point, actually. So yeah, we could have a family of NPC movement objects. And set those as the obstacles for pathfinding, and then they wouldn't be solid, so the player wouldn't be affected by them, but our NPCs would still be stuck inside a specific path. I don't know, Skyman. I just thought I'd put it under everything. Because I think I probably saw it in another project. And I just move it around every time I need to add stuff to it. Or hide everything else. I feel like I mapped my layers based on Demon Noir, so I assume that's how it is in Demon Noir. Because I am unimaginative. Okay. Oh, I don't know what to do now. It's upsetting. Right. Let's just mess around a bit with pathfinding. New project. My go-to size is now 320 by 320. We want the layout size to be 320 by 320. 16 by 16 grid. Okay. That wasn't what I wanted. I didn't want that. Let's put those back to 1,000 by 1,000. Okay. Lots of margins. Techbox North, howdy. Welcome to the stream. It was all going beautifully. We had this lovely little system put in where we have our little NPC. He's going to walk around the fountain. It's really lovely. We're so happy. Look at him go. Look at his little face. He's just having a wander around. Unless the player stops in front of him, and then that's it. He's broken. Clearly our move to or set grid position is cancelled if there is a solid in the way, which is kind of annoying. So I guess we'll have to figure out how we're going to fix that. So I was about to start playing around with pathfinding and see if that was going to be a thing that we could use instead. Oh, and I can't stop yawning, which is really bad. Add family. Oh, I haven't got any objects to add into my family. Okay. So let's go. Add a new layer. Is the player actually... That's a good point. Did I make... I assume the player is actually solid. One of them must be solid. Did I make... Right, the NPC base is solid. I have made the player base. Let's try that, actually. Go back in here. I'm on the objects layer. Move you a second. Let's disable that. Because then at least it means he can't walk into the thing, but can he walk past us? Yeah, he can just push us around, which we don't want. Which I think is what, yeah, Nepio was saying, but the other way around. No! No! Okay. I know, right? What a mean person. All I wanted to do was chat to him while he was on his little walk, but no. So yeah, we have this lovely whole thing, you know, where we set the animations properly, we've got a little function, we can have delays and things. It was all lovely, but yeah, it doesn't quite do what we need it to, which is a pain. So then the idea was that you could have a family of sprites that aren't solid, but are classified as obstacles in the pathfinding behaviour, might give us a way of making our NPCs move around but not affect the player. The tile movement for the NPC is stopped, making it go in the opposite direction. Yes, that is a good idea. I just have genuinely no idea how to implement that in here, because we're not actually specifying a direction as such. We are telling in the function we're setting a grid position. So I guess if we could say if the NPC collides with the player, then well, I suppose, yeah, because it wouldn't move off of its path. It would already be in the path. So you could have an event that said, on collision with let's see if we can do that, actually. NPC base. On collision with another object, the player base. What can we do with this? NPC. Nope, I want the base. So yeah, we're currently setting the position. We could disable the tile movement. That seems a little excessive. Let's just try that, actually. Nephew has a fix, coming to the rescue. Just gonna... Do we have an else? I don't know if this is gonna work, but this is like... It's good for me to try things and fail. It's fine. NPC base. There should be a sub-event under there, shouldn't it? Oh. Okay. Nope, still not happy. Oh, you can't have a else with a trigger, can you? So at least that would stop him moving, but then we have no way of setting him off again. He's not even walking down now. I've already broken him. Yeah, no, let's get rid of that. That's a terrible idea. Yeah. Overlapping might work. Event 28, right? That's true. Okay, so Chiatric's idea is we have our base is overlapping. Nope, not that one. It's overlapping with the player base. Then we... Oh god, what am I doing? Overlapping player base. Then we set disabled. And then it's not overlapping. Okay. Yeah, I did look at doing state machines off stream, and it was quite complicated for what I was looking at. So that might be something I look at in the future, but I mean, if this works, then hooray. Right, hang on. I'm gonna hide those a minute. Right, so we take event 28, we want a sub event on that. NPC, set path base, is overlapping the player base, and add another condition. Oh no, okay, I get what you mean. Delete that. Delete that one and that one. Come on. I want to move you. Let me move you. There we go. Okay. Move that to there. Okay. So yeah, I did look at them and I was like, I'm fairly sure this would be exactly what I need. And to be fair, it may end up like that in the in the final project. This is a tester project, so this is where we try everything out, and I have a separate project which I will then pick the final bits to go into and work and all that rubbish. But yes, so I will have a look at state machines at some point because I have heard many good things about them. But I was working on this all last night and couldn't make it work, and then we were looking at it this morning, and I probably had maybe half an hour before stream when I stumbled upon state machines. Right, sorry, Nepia, where am I adding the else? Not another action, go away. As a sub-event. NPC. Where's my else? There's my else. Yep. That goes there. Nope. Or in here. See, you guys know all the shortcuts. I should do, but, you know. Yes, I need to look more in depth at your coroutines tutorial, Skyman. Right, are we putting that in here? See, more co-op coding. Isn't it great? Paste. Fine. There. Oh, right, I'm not on the Mac anymore, am I? Change the AI marker. So am I changing the actual function or the parameter? That. I need to learn more about functions. It's fine, it's all fine. This is, you know, coding on the fly and figuring it out as you go. It's part of game dev, right? Just usually it's the person streaming who's figuring it out. I'm just a bit rubbish. To be fair, the easiest thing for me to do would be to stick on the VRV screen and actually go and talk to the human that's trying to tell me things. Because we have that power. Right. So we want to change that, the AI marker. Change the target ID to the one that the base holds. That's true. Nephew could come and join me on stream. What am I doing? NPC base dot target ID. Oh, that. Yay! Okay, so that's a slightly different function, which is fine, hopefully. There you go, Nepio. So apparently at some point you have to come in here and help me on stream. Everyone wants to see you on stream now. It's official. Okay, we have a new function. He's a little wonder. I should probably put solid back on. Where are we? Get you out of the way. Put that back on. Yeah, that makes sense. Oh. Oh, you're over there. Hi, dude. Oh! That was weird. Okay. Oh god, now he's really confused, poor guy. Ah! So it kind of works. There are a few bugs with it, but almost what we need. I'm not entirely sure why he goes a bit weird there in that corner, but hey, considering I'm nowhere near him, but fine. I say it works, that's the point. It is fine. I suppose the problem is we've also got the animation frame. Because the animation stuff is inside the function, as soon as the function's called, it turns off the animation. Which is fine. But we obviously need a way to turn it back on.
When our mind is compassionate and boundless.
So we have that. So there it's not moving. So I would have thought that my not moving thing would actually work.
Very, very careful about this point.
Yeah, that's a good point. So if we go into set path, you need a cup of tea, I need a cup of tea. If you're making one, I will gladly also have a cup of tea. Okay, right, so current animation. That's not a number, it's a string. No. Edit. String. Okay. Lovely. So, add action. So let's see. So yeah, we could, if we set the animation, then we can set the instance variable when it's being detected as moving. I think. See how that works. Set value for current animation to animation. Nope. What we got in here? Layer angle, layouts. Where's my sprite? There it is. That. Dot. Animation name. Done. Actually, I should probably store it in the actual animation. That would make more sense. But hey, it's here now. It will do. Okay. Add action. NPC sprite. Set animation to NPC set path base dot current animation. Play from the beginning. Oh, okay. Let's see if that works. I should really move my player so he actually starts down here. It would make much more sense. Okay, so our random moving is walking. That's fine. Oh! Yeah, he has a little bit of a... gets a bit confused. But... that one didn't work. That's kind of weird. Huh. Okay, well, it's better than it was. It kind of works. I think now is not the time to figure out why it only occasionally works. I feel like that is a time for off stream. Let me just have a quick butchers at this. I want... where are you? Oh, I don't know which one he is. Ugh. This one. Lovely. There he is. He's just having a wander. That's fine. So I actually need to look at the base, don't I? Not the sprite as well. Come on. Thank you. Not that one. That one. Okay, so it's picking up the animations properly by the looks of things. Yep. Now we stop in front of him. So the current animation is still set to the same thing. That's all fine. And if we move... current animations... yeah... Yeah, as close as it will get will be the little jumping off ledges, not actual jumping. Oh, you've never played a Pokemon game? Well, yes, that is where most of my inspiration, I say most of, all of my inspiration is coming from. Because I've always wanted to make a game in the style of Pokemon, but I can't make Pokemon for obvious reasons, so here we go. We are making this. And NPCs are hard, it would seem. Okay, so that sort of / doesn't sort of work. Actually, if I copy that a minute, I don't know if it's going to make any difference adding it into the function, but hey, that wasn't what I wanted to do. Oh, there you go. Well, that's the one in the right place. It's fine. Hi, dude. No. Yeah, I don't quite understand why he gets so confused, poor thing. Have to do some work with that afterwards. But yeah. So actually no, that was probably not going to make because it's this one that we're calling that's the one where we're stopping. Yeah, I don't know. This is complicated. I'm going to disable that for the minute. What time is it? 5 to 3. Okay, well I feel like we've made some good progress with this. At least we have a system that sort of works. We just need to figure out why the poor guy gets confused by me. Because it'll be a bit rubbish if you can't actually interact with NPCs. I also need to look at how to deal with animations in terms of NPCs, because I have tea.
Hello.
Thanks. Nephew, say hi to everyone.
Hello.
There you go.
Try not to spill tea on everything.
I'll try not to spill tea on everything. Thank you. There you go. That was your quick interlude from Nephew there. Dropping in to give me tea. So yes, the next things to look at with this system, we want to be able to assign different animations for these set path NPCs, which currently is done with a instance variable, but we have no point at which to set that instance variable, so I need to fix that. We need to work out how to stop our NPC being confused by the player, because that'll be fun when we actually implement the interaction system. Then hopefully those two are the current main problems. Once we fix those, hopefully they'll be fine, and we can actually, that'll be the set path stuff done. I also want to implement the typical Pokemon spinny roundy ones, so people that just stand in one place and just change direction randomly. That's what this R down here will be for. R for rotation. Hopefully those are a bit more simple. Again, we've got the base. I don't know if we really need the base, but we've got him there anyway. Line of sight we will need at some point for trainers. I'm currently, well, sorry, not trainers, they're called keepers in my game. I know, Kiatrick, as soon as we fix one problem, like 50 more appear, and that's life. Hooray. I'm still scribbling down things and trying to talk at the same time, but my brain is not having any of it. There we go. Do one thing at a time, woman. Right, so yes. At least we have some basic stuff in here. Now somewhere in my pile of little projects I've been messing around with. Right. Excuse me. Oh, that's my new project, that's why. I want that. Go away. I'll look at pathfinding later. It's this one! So yeah, we look at This is the stupidly simple thing. Oh. I need to rearrange the, I suppose it doesn't really matter. I'm always going to have the most hours because I live here. Streamlabs is a bot. I can reset those manually, it's fine. But also I feel like at least the two ahead of Kiatric and Nepio are both bots. I'm fairly sure that I think there are 3 non-construct / non-bot people in that top 10. So I think I need to do some work on the loyalty system. Yeah, we need to think about things to do with points, don't we, guys? Not entirely sure what we do with those yet, but I'm sure. Well, obviously points mean prizes. Just don't know what the prizes are. More guest appearances from yeah, there you go. Spend your points to get more guest appearances from Nepio. Points do mean more points to SR. Oh, that was a ding. C4R0. Caro? Or are we going with actually pronouncing letters and numbers here? Thank you very much for the follow. Hope you're well on this Tuesday afternoon. We're just having a little chat at the moment in between some bits of game dev. Ah. You want Nepio to say hello again. There you go, Nepio, they love you. I might add that as a thing. I don't know, spend like 1,000 points and Nepio will come in here and personally say hello to you. Well, we are glad to have you in the stream, C4RO. Right. I mean, if you keep bringing me cups of tea, you can come back every week, Nepio. It's fine. Right. So, do we put this in now? So we have line of sight. I just did this with a basic text box to show that it worked in this little mock-up. My shoddy pixel art, which apparently now doesn't work. Okay, right, so yeah. Does actually work. Oh, because I can't see that, that's why. I made the viewport really tiny. Oh, it's because I was testing Game Boy Advance sizes. That'll do 320 by 320. Just arbitrary numbers. The hardest choices require the strongest wills. I am willing to abandon my spot of #1 non-Skiri user in the points leaderboard for everyone's entertainment. I think that's very noble of you, Skyman. So can we now see... Yes, so when the line of sight thing triggers, there is a little text box that appears. Which is fine. And then you press the Z button and it interacts with the little square person. So it's the simplest interaction system going. But you never know, it might actually work for what we need. So... do I put in... It'll probably end up being a function with dialogue though. Ugh. I haven't got my dialogue stuff sorted yet. So this could go into the main group because it'll affect... We want to be able to talk to all the NPCs. Not just the static ones. So let's just pop a placeholder in for the minute. I don't know. What did I say it was? Something. So NPC has line of sight to player. Awesome jazz. Actually, we could probably use the family for that one. I'm gonna hiccup. Nope. Okay, we're good. Has line of sight to object. Player base. Done. Okay. Want to add a comment. This is going to be our... Oh, I'm running out of space on my desk. Not good. Not good. This is the price of having a cup of tea. It's terrible. Right. Place holder event for interaction button system thingy. Oh my goodness, I can't spell. There we go. So if any of the NPCs have line of sight to the player base, that sets off the first text box, which we don't really need to worry about. And then sub event player base is overlapping another object. NPC bases in the family. Something like that. There'll need to be some picking and whatnot, but that will do for the time being, just so I know what I'm doing there. Or what bit of code needs to go in there. Yeah, see I have all this family crap, I don't know if I need it. Don't think I need the door group anymore, but I'll... Because this area change thing works beautifully with doors, it's lovely. Okay. So I guess we could try and see if we can figure out a rotating person. At least with that we don't need to pin a sprite to it just yet, I can actually see if I am setting the angle properly. So that's 0. What's 90 look like? Ooh, okay. Yeah, we don't want it to... I think that's going to need another image point. And we can rotate it about... Can we rotate it about individual image points? I feel like that should be a thing. Add event. NPC. Rotate base. Can we have a... No, system. Every X seconds, 1 second, fine. Add action, NPC base, because I can't bother to do a thing. Rotate clockwise. $90. What does that look like? Probably weird, really weird. Of course, it's on the wrong layer. Pop that there. Oh wait, I put that on. Oh, have I made those initially visible? No. There we go. Set that back on. Yeah, they're rotating about that. Yeah, so we don't want that. What we need, I think this needs to be done with instance variables as well. Okay, fine. Fine. Delete that. Rotate base. Let's add a new instance variable, which is facing direction string. Although if we did that as numbers, well, yeah, we want it to rotate through. I will need to stick a sprite on there to be able to see what we're doing, probably. Oh, no. Come back. NPC sprite. I'll drop you in for now. I'll probably mess around playing with you later. Pop that there. So every 1 second, for example, we want to... It's not really mirroring, is it? Well, it's not really rotating, sorry. It's flipping a mirror... Well, no, it's not. It's changing animation frames. What am I on about? I mean, to be fair, the rotating one, unless you don't want, if you don't want random stuff, NPC sprite, let's duplicate that, or clone it, make that rotate sprite, NPC, yep, screw it, everything's called different things at this point, who cares? I care. Let's have a look. So with this, we just want... We don't need the walking ones. Well, actually, maybe we do... I'll leave them where they are, and we just need to set it to frame 0. But the speed is 0, rather than 5. And that way it won't loop, and we can set the speed if we need to. Like, for example, if we have a rotating person who then wants to walk towards you, then we can set the speed when they actually start to walk. Yeah, exactly. Fixing names is easy. It's fine. Hey. Oh, wow. El Magicero LTP. I'm guessing. I apologise if that's pronounced wrong. Thank you very much for the follow. Hope you're having a lovely Tuesday. So, if we say for the rotating one, NPC, oh no wait, it's still in my system thing, done in system. Oh. No, maybe you do want that actually. Okay. I'm going to regret this because I'm going to end up changing it later, but oh well. Oh. There we go. Though. Oh wait, idea. Can we delete those? No, undelete them. That's better. Right. Okay, so let's have a new animation. Young man idle. Oh god, I'm gonna have to go and find all those stupid tiles. Hey Luke, welcome to the stream. No worries, dude. Tuning in is not compulsory. You guys come first. You do whatever you need to do. I'm just happy when you guys do drop in. Oh, give me OneDrive. OneDrive. I'm going to find some assets now. Oh god, there's so many tiles. So many tiles. Alright, we're on the young man, aren't we? So we need to be in the idle one. We want those four. And we set the speed as 1. And looping. Okay, so let's have a new animation in here, which is going to be our young woman idol. This chair is very squeaky. And she is just here. Please, no, you're not going to drop them in. What? Great, thanks Chrome. Go away. Ah, well, I appreciate the support, Luke. Oh, I'm glad you finally got your streams up and running. I'll have to have a look and check out what you've done so far. Right, we have our idols now. So, add event system. On start of layout. What do they do for the statics? Yeah, set animations. NPC. Rotate NPC. Set animation to. This is going to be NPC type. Oh yeah, NPC. Rotate NPC. Dot NPC type. And underscore idle. That should be right. Is there some way you could appropriately promote this? Try saying that 5 times fast. You could have a forum thread. You can also tag us using. I'm trying to build the Construct Streams hashtag, so you know if you're doing a stream at any point that includes Construct or is a game made in Construct, use the hashtag Construct Streams, and I can keep an eye on that, and then we can share things if we need to. But yeah, I'd say have a forum thread to start with. Then you can kind of update people with what you're doing, a bit like what I'm doing that I haven't really updated for a few days. Oops. But hey, there you go. Life's not all about forum posts and blog posts. Well, he's there, not doing anything. Cool. That's okay. The whole point of, you know, the forums is to post stuff about Construct. Right, why are you not rotating? Oh, because I haven't set an NPC type. Duh. Movement direction we don't need. NPC type you are. Let's have you as young woman, cause we have a couple of dudes. Let's have a lady. Good. That's what we like to hear. Why you no spin? Rotate NPC type and idle from the beginning. Is I not? Yeah, that should be right. Young woman, idle. Huh. Unless we put this up in the animations section. So we pop that in there. Just clear that for a minute. So we set all of our static things to begin with. No, you're still not there. That's kind of annoying. What layer have I put this on? You're on the objects layer, that's fine. NPC type is young woman. Doesn't really matter about pinning for the minute. So I can put that back to invisible because I don't need it. NPC type, young woman. Underscore idle. That should be right. So for the rotate NPC. Oh, because I got the wrong stupid thing. That's why. Delete. Oh. Don't know if I want to do that. Oh well. Rotate NPC, please. Yeah, no worries, Luke. You know, catch up whenever you can. Doesn't really matter too much. The stuff will be on YouTube forever, So catch up whenever. Why is she? Oh, I know why. Because I haven't done my image points. Quick assign, top left, apply to all animations. Cool. That's great. So we've got unlooping. Oh, we'll stick it back to 5 and just see how quick round they go. Oh, because I haven't got that on loop. Oh look! Look at her go! That's some high speed spinning. Let's drop that down to 1. How does that look? That's better. There we go. That's much more civilized spinning. Yeah, hashtags are everywhere. I'd use it on Twitter. If you then upload it to YouTube, you can include hashtags in your video descriptions. So you can search YouTube for hashtags. You can, I know you can do hashtags on Twitch and different tags for streams, but I need to figure out better how to do that, because I could do with setting a few more tags on ours. And there are a few I've seen, but I don't know how they set them as custom, so I need to figure that out. Instagram does have it, but we don't use Instagram. But if you use Instagram, by all means, hashtag away. So there we go, we have a simple rotating NPC, which is great. And I guess if we wanted to, we could have different animations set up for different rotation styles, or even different objects for different rotation styles. And then I guess at some point you could say, I wonder if we can do that quickly. Let's just say NPC rotate base has line of sight to object, player base. I need to, have I got my pin set up for this? No, I don't. I should probably do something similar with this actually, shouldn't I? On start of layout, spawn the sprite onto, yeah, let's put that in, let's copy that. Paste. Put that there. So we need to change that object to the rotate base. Oh no, that was the wrong button. Replace object. Yes, spinning is much easier with a spinny chair, I would agree. So rotate base also needs an instance variable, which is NPC sprite UID. Had I thought about this, this probably would go into the family instance variables. But hey, whatevs. This is fine for now, we tidy it up later. It's gonna get upset, isn't it? Yep. So what have I got on my set path? What's it called? Sprite ID. So rotate base needs sprite ID. Sprite ID. Okay. I was also going to get upset because I don't have, because it hasn't got. Oh no, we can. Lovely. Set sprite ID to edit. This is actually going to be the rotate sprite. Rotate npc.uid, and we want to spawn a rotate NPC onto that. Edit. We want that for the rotation. Lovely. Done. Well, see, that's the downside, you know, if you stream when we're all, you know, passed out. But we can always go back and watch on demand. I know, we've been going for 2 hours already. It's almost time to wrap up. I'm just going to see if I can do this quickly. And let's just delete that a minute. It's probably not going to work, but I'm going to give it a try. Add action, NPC rotate base. We want to move forward. Okay, that's one way we could do it. NPC base. Set grid position to player base dot x. This isn't going to quite work, I know already, but let's just see if I can at least make it move. Damn straight, Nipio. Oh, of course, I got the problem with the I got the problem with the spawning again, haven't I? Ah, that's annoying. Let's disable that for a minute and pop you back in. NPC types young woman, that's fine. Party does rock. We'd be a bit boring if we didn't party or whatever. Ooh. Okay, well that. Okay. So that clearly doesn't work. Cool, that's fine. It's going to be way more complicated than that. I figured it would be. Whatevs. So I need to figure that out at some point, but we don't need that now. It was just a test. That's because the rotation is unrandom. It is literally an animation. And we can always have, I don't know, I figured there must be a way to do actually, if we did where are we? Set animation to that. If I disable that a minute, we add an action. Rotate NPC. No, wait. Yeah, so no, re-enable. We want to NPC rotate, set frame to 0 and set the speed to 0. Oh, where am I? There we go. Set speed to 0. I mean, this probably isn't going to work, but we're going to add a new event. NPC. No. System. Every X seconds, every second. Where's that gone? Down here. Ooh, okay. Whee! Bring that back up here. It's not going to go in there, but fine. It can go into here for the minute. Every X seconds. NPC, rotate NPC, set frame to random. Right. Is it floor? Is it? Expressions, please. Oh. Nope, that's not what I need. Random, what we got? Random. Round, what does that do? to look at the maths things and I can't remember. Set frame. Tea. That's what I needed, oh baby. I think. Because there are definitely 4 and we can always make it more complicated later. So hopefully that might work. Maybe. Who knows? We've got like 3 minutes till the end of the stream anyway, so. Does she have a face upwards? Are we going to get an upwards? No. So, what? It's close. Yes, she is. There we go. There you go. Random rotation. Done, mate. So I think probably what the easiest thing to do is to have random and non-random rotating NPCs. So you have different sprites and whatever, and so you can have ones that have got just they play the animation just as it goes. And you got ones like this that set a random rotation and whatever. No worries, Luke. We are going to call it a day in a few minutes anyway. I'm afraid it's not going to be any more Iconoclast. The people have spoken. We are starting a new game on Thursday. And I feel like Skyman might be happy with my choice if he's still here. That's granted because he's the only person who's made a suggestion that was made in Construct, I think. So, not the next Penelope, no. There we go. I'm going to assume that means Skyman knows what game we're playing next. We can play next Penelope at some point. We can stick it on the list. It's fine. I'd love to sit and play Zelda Breath of the Wild all day, but sadly, we are playing games made in Construct in some way, shape or form. So if you can find out for me that Zelda Breath of the Wild was prototyped in Construct, then by all means we can play it. But at that point, I don't feel like that was a thing. So yes, we will be playing Hypnospace Outlaw on Thursday, and I am hugely excited because I love that game. It is fantastic. I haven't finished it, but I've done a fair chunk of the game, and I love it to pieces. It hits me in all the nostalgia, and I'll punch the microphone again, just to make weird noises in your ears. So yeah, that'll do I think in terms of dev for today. It is now 3:30. I've been doing this for a solid 2 hours, and I have to admit I'm rather toasty. So yeah, we had a good stab at NPC AI. We kind of have a system that kind of works. Needs a bit of tidying. We'll probably continue working on it next week. Who knows, we might have an idea for the random walking movement that I want to put in. We shall see. Thank you everyone who has stopped by today. It has been lovely to have you here. And yeah, you can submit your game to us, Luke. We can add it to the list of games to play. So yeah, enjoy your Tuesdays, or what's left of it, if it's even still Tuesday for Luke. I'm not entirely sure. Yay, time zones. And yeah, come join us for the first bit of Hypnospace Outlaw on Thursday. It is sure to be a nostalgic trip down memory lane with all kinds of fun OS things to mess around with, and I may see if I can find some more Windows operating system voices to put on this computer for funsies. But we'll see. More for that on Thursday. Oh, it is Wednesday. Fair enough, fair enough. Well, enjoy your Wednesday. Call John Cleese. I'd love to phone John Cleese and have his input, but I don't think he'd answer my phone calls. Sadly, I don't have that kind of pull. Make a window system. Oh my god. I'm amazed at how they've put all that together in Construct. My head can't even wrap around the events and bits to make it happen. Although I do want to try the a few of the extra add-on bits for Hypnospace that I'm yet to figure out how to use. So that might be a fun thing to do, because it's great the stuff they've built in that all done in Construct. It's fantastic. But more of that on Thursday. I don't think I'll be able to create a fake browser in Construct, Skyrim, and that is way beyond my expertise. See? Even Nepio thinks it's kind of hard, so I'd be screwed. But yes, that's enough rambling from me. Let's stick the outro screen on. Let's put an outro track on. Turn up the volume a little bit. And say thank you once again. It's been lovely having you here. Thank you for enduring my floundering and our wonderful co-op coding. And we will see you on Thursday. Enjoy your day, guys. Bye.